think it's on.
It's on.
We're on, boys. Pretty sure. Always got to check the phone real quick, eh?
Yeah,
it's gotta be
hasn't
on.
popped up on my YouTube live thing yet.
It hasn't.
No. How's that fucking chicken and gimp suit? I just put the screen back on and saying that shit.
Fitting.
Fuck.
I think it's on now. Yeah, we're on.
Looks like they're having a great time.
Yeah, no better place to do it too, huh?
In some industrial fucking chemical factory.
Yeah, it's
The vibe is high.
I think that's at Chernobyl.
A little bit of radiation to spice it up.
Yeah. I don't think they've left.
Permanently living in the Chernobyls.
You probably can't hear that though, eh? Because it's fucking...
Nah, I can't.
You're just going to hear what's through my microphone. I haven't worked that shit out yet.
Yeah, nah, it's all good.
Get you drunk. Just double check. You probably can't hear that though, eh? Because it's... There we go. Alright, let's get it. First and foremost, welcome Steezy back. What's happening?
Not much, my man. It's been a long time. It's been a long hiatus.
Yeah, you've been in the accumulation station.
In the accumulation zone. Slowly accumulating.
Right, preserving your energy.
Yes. Waiting for the glorious Zupa cycle.
Ready to
Where
jump
all our
on.
favourite characters come back. Suzu. Bankman.
Bankman.
No, fuck that guy.
Sam Bankman fraud. I'm gonna hit this whiskey up. So I got the RNG. So we'll get rid of the shit roll. We'll do a couple of practice, just get rid of the shit rolls. I've got 7 whiskeys here. We're gonna let most of them are shit ones from times past, at least they're aged. And so on the 10th roll, I'm gonna do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The dimple. Last time I drank this, I thought it tasted like beer. Not beer, but you know,
Yummy.
just a bit of a weird beer aftertaste. I'm not a huge fan of the dimple. I'm not really a huge fan of most of these drinks that are on the... We've got to get rid of the shit ones. Add the good ones. I think my dog just farted, eh? Alright, bro.
Yeah.
So... Cheers. Happy Friday, mate.
Cheers.
You got the red wine there.
Sure do. Having a sip.
Let's make some gains.
What an eventful, fruitful week, huh?
It's been good. It's like almost like it's moving in slow-mo, to be fair.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal to think that Biddy the Corn hit 35k.
Well, this... Clean this up a little bit, but we could look at this sort of range that I've had since May. Been posting in the bull score just over and over and over. Over and over. Into submission, Kano makes a request. He wants a bit louder music. There you go, man. I gotta be careful with it. Can't drown out the nasally voice. So we've seen this. Just a little bit of quick reflection on Bitcoin price. Like bounce, grabs liquidity, bounce, knots formed by this. You can drag this across. You'll see. It's basically top resistance. but you'll find that it becomes relevant pretty often when there's a slow in price action on the way up. Something similar to what's going on here. This is sort of why I've rang this red box up just to get ready basically to pounce on the next phase. I can just see ranges forming, something like that, Steezy, you know, something like just this previous price action, especially this one, the old war with Russia dump.
Oh yes.
And the climb thereafter. This previous price action right here, there's going to be a lot going on here. This especially this, but yeah, what is it, between 38, 37. A bit of land and nothing here though, don't you?
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of void to fill, I think. Bit of no man's land.
Probably a few gaps on CME too. So we got liquidity zone, liquidity zone, liquidity zone. One single day you had to load back up in the knot, and then a break of just a boring old trend line to the downside. Just not old school, bang, bang. Touches, breaks, retests, and it's just moon mission for 2 weeks straight, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much 2 weeks straight. End of range is pre-marked, and now it's almost in what feels like it is to be price discovery, as it's been in places that it hasn't been in a year and a half, basically, or a year and a couple of months. What do you think? What do you think the play is here, Steezy? Do you think it's a sit back and wait for a second? Do you think it's jump on while you can? The train's halfway down the track. What do you think?
It's a little bit tricky at the moment, because if we're truly bullish new bull run starting right now, kind of bullish, you'd think we'd have some pretty shallow pullbacks, not giving the buyers much time to get on board. But I personally am waiting for a slight pullback to sort of flush out a bit of FOMO and almost trap bears into thinking it's a bear trap. It's a bull trap, sorry.
Do you think if it's a real bull market right now that retail's not really in here anyway, so like there's not really that much to trap, you know, if it is a real bull market, you know what I mean? As in, like, it could be a large move that brings back retail interest, but as we know, the retail interest comes back towards the end of the large move, and that's when it gets more trappy. Like, I'm thinking,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, well, we do know one thing because we've seen this a million times, and that's when there's serious price movement, and we're not talking about just liquidity grabs and traps and all that sort of stuff. When there is proper price demand with positive news successes and stuff like that, we've got fuck all time really to enter, don't you? And any serious pullback is there to scare people out of their positions. So it's either fuck all of a retracement and most likely fast moving, doesn't let people get involved, or it's a scary whip back that tries to scare people out of positions and then before continuing on.
Yep.
Sort of one of two things typically happens when you're talking proper, like, you know, like a proper like strength in the market.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Should I give our viewers a little bit of a disclaimer real quick, and then we'll get straight back to it?
Let's go.
Yeah, alright, boys and girls. Nothing in this discussion contains financial, technical, tax, legal, or other advice. This discussion contains general advice only. Please be aware that all trading activity is subject to both profit and loss and may not be suitable for you. Past performance is no guarantee or reliable indication of future results. Back to your regular programming.
Couldn't have said it better.
Just a little disclaimer for everyone out there. It's tricky business trading. It's not all sunshine, rainbows, and Lambos.
Yeah, there's a reason why not many people talk about what they're doing.
Yep, takes a long time. And even with a long time, a lot of people don't even make it and get burnt. So necessary words to pass on.
Slow and steady wins this race. So simply, so what I'm thinking here is we'll just start with the overall market. We could look at Bitcoin first, obviously being the granddaddy. Bitcoin, the big dog, market leader, lead asset of the division. Have a little bit of a market talk. Then we can talk about some altcoins, some potential long altcoin bags. If the market does continue, some big holds. And then I will go around and just see if I can see any quick, easy altcoin trades. By that time, Steezy, you might want to piss off. That's up to you.
Sounds good.
Alright, so I'll have a quick little look at these things and then I'll pass it on to you for your screen. And you can share a couple opinions on what I'm looking at. And then I'll share a couple opinions on what you're looking at. So basically that with the range, the range being broken now. The price action that happens right now is, in my opinion, really important. For creating like a landmark, so to speak, of how price in the future is going to react to it. It's not forming, it's top forming. It's really just setting out, it's showing you the boundaries. Where's the boundaries? You know, obviously, there's no boundaries here. This is first red candle, yeah? It's the first red candle, basically. So, and also very long wicks. Very long, like pretty ugly wicks. So, also covered in the group, the main channel, Blockchain Bulls, about the average time it is for a volatility expansion, a large move to the upside, just going off the past year. Exactly, you know, you've got 10 weeks, boom. 9 weeks, boom. 8 weeks, boom. 13 weeks, boom. 8 weeks, boom. And then those 5 numbers added together and divided by 5, it was 9.5. And then we had exactly 9.5 until it expanded. Simple maths. And I just really gave us a bit of a timing indicator, because you've got 2 things really in trading and investing, is time and direction, and a lot of the time is the hardest thing. Would you agree with that, Stacey? Sometimes people you'll have the right direction, but you'll be left sitting there waiting for 3 years, and that's a serious opportunity cost.
Yeah, guaranteed. Could be too early for a move, get bored, capitulate your position. Time's a big factor for sure.
Time's a massive factor. We use the BBWP as well. That's a massive helpful tool for time. Got a few indicators here. We've got price action, obviously. You've got momentum down here, and then you've got BBW, volatility expansion, contraction. Volatility expands, volatility contracts. As it contracts, inevitably, as you can see with this these blue bars here, inevitably a expansion will continue. You should pick the direction. So gold's charging Steezy. Gold
on an absolute rampage. I think it put in its best day in several years, if I'm not wrong.
Look at that for a candle.
Yeah, absolute giga green dildo charging through.
You don't get much of a better candle than that.
Gold loves war. What can we say? Gold loves geopolitical unrest.
Gold does love war, eh? Even from the medieval times.
It's the metal of blood. Loves a bit of blood.
Does, eh? Gold and Bitcoin showing true correlation. Nice to see. True purpose of it. We've got dollar just hanging around above here. Risk assets get wrecked. That's sort of what I've written, so you can see why. We wrote this a while ago, all the way back down here, basically, and then it's come up, and now it's making its mind up. You know, making its mind up. Do you have any opinions on the dollar, Steezy?
Haven't really been keeping an eye on the dollar too much, but I do believe the dollar is destined for zero.
Yeah.
And I don't really, yeah, I don't know how safe it is with things heating up on the international level with Russia and China and BRICS, and you know, there's undoubtedly a lot of shit going on at the moment. America is spread fucking thin across many different borders, fighting Russia with Ukraine, deploying billions of dollars to Taiwan, now sending millions or billions to Israel. You know, they're getting spread pretty thin, printing more money, devaluing fiat.
Just basically doing everything wrong. From like
basically just sleepwalking their way to ruin under Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, it seems like there's nothing worse that they could do, really, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty grim. It's pretty grim to say the least for America at the moment, all things considered.
It's hard for the dollar too, because when you're looking at the DXY, if you don't know anybody watching that, it's, you know, it's the dollar, US dollar valued against other dollars, a basket of other dollars. So really, when you expect them, like what Steezy just said, if you expect everything to go down, it's hard to really, like, this chart doesn't really mean anything really. You need to value the dollar against fixed assets like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just going up. Is it Bitcoin going up? Is it the dollar going down? You know what I mean? Bitcoin's the same thing. Bitcoin's Bitcoin. So obviously it's just mixed with demand, mixed with the denominator getting absolutely butt fucked, inevitably forever. Ethereum on a bit of a lag, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ethereum played a little bit of catch up yesterday, pumping about 3-4%, while Bitcoin stayed pretty stagnant.
Also not making yearly highs either. Actually, quite far away.
Yeah, it's definitely lagging. Definitely lagging. And I think ETH BTC paints a pretty clear picture of this as well, that Ethereum's going to go down for longer, and Bitcoin has to lead the charge before we get that trickle down effect and we see Ethereum actually go for a run, proper run.
Do you think it's just a lag?
I do think it's just a lag, yep. I have a lot of faith in Ethereum.
Yeah.
I think also in classic bull markets and in a bull market that we can expect Bitcoin really does need to lead. It needs to go on an absolute barn burner tear, and then we see that wealth trickle down, Bitcoin, Ethereum next, and then ultimately into other majors and then smaller shitcoins.
It's just as simple as that, really, isn't it?
It's just as simple as that, man. We just need Bitcoin, the big daddy, the king of crypto, to take charge, run its course.
It's just the money flow.
Yep.
It's also that, which also makes it interesting for altcoins, really, because if Bitcoin is leading, let's say, and Bitcoin's got some momentum, any altcoin pullback is just a buying opportunity. That's it. You know, because if we're just trading, or we're just going off Bitcoin's performance purely, and Bitcoin's just shown nothing but bullishness so far, then it'd be just a no-brainer to just be longing altcoins on pullbacks, right?
Yeah, I think it is a good chance to just keep accumulating slowly on altcoins, but I do think that people are going to be getting into altcoins prematurely. I think alts, to be perfectly honest, still have a little bit lower to go. Could be wrong on this, but I think Bitcoin's going to draw a lot of the market liquidity.
That has happened plenty of times before, hasn't it? Where altcoins have either gone down while Bitcoin's gone up, or altcoins have just stayed flat while Bitcoin's gone up, and it's been nothing. And then also the total money that's in crypto is remaining the same. So it's just literally people seeing gains in Bitcoin and just selling their altcoins to try and catch the Bitcoin run.
It's the typical Larry Fink flight to quality playing out, isn't it?
Yeah.
We see the shitcoin flow to the time-tested Bitcoin, which I think is a healthy thing.
Yeah. And if we're looking at the American stock market, it's not necessarily a risk-on environment, is it?
No, that chart's pretty fucking ugly. And it's, yeah, as we saw, Alphabet, Google's parent company, chopped off a few $1 billion the other day. Actually, had a lot of tech stocks got absolutely smashed.
I seen a bubble where it was like the Magnificent Seven were doing the worst out of the whole stock market. Yeah.
Yeah, they got throttled. Whereas energy had a bit of a pull up, which is obviously to be expected, I think, with geopolitical things going on as well. Energy valuable.
Yeah, it's interesting too. I think consumer staples are at like all time or massive lows, huge lows. Consumer staples are like down 80% and stuff.
Yeah, wow.
Which in a time like this, you'd think that staples would be up. It just shows how, to me, it's like if we're talking global markets, it's like there's so much confusion. Nobody knows where to put their money.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely that.
It's like,
and that's why you probably see a flight to gold as well, you know.
It's like there's so much money still in the system, but everyone's like, well, life hasn't really changed. Everything's still expensive, but I've still got all this excess liquidity, and I've still got these gains. But there's wars, and there's a recession, but there's an election next year, and the yields, and the gold. I think the market's just in disarray.
The market is very confused. Very confused indeed. And why wouldn't you be? You know, it's hard to judge what's really going on at the moment with everything happening. Pretty turbulent, choppy times.
Yeah, that's another perfect reason to like explain or elaborate on top of Larry Fink's flight to quality is that, you know, maybe he's just read between the lines there. It's just what is quality. So if you know something's quality, head there.
Yeah.
Everything else is so confusing. I might try and jump over to your screen now.
Yeah, if you want, we can go through a couple things.
See if I can work out how to do this real quick. Hold zoom. Let's try. Here we go. Make host. There you go. What's the gimp suits up to?
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can.
Alright.
Just give me 1 second. Got to get this. Get in the right spot here. Alright. We're on.
We're on. Welcome to the clusterfuck that is Steezy's Trading View. Quite a array of things to look at. Main one that I'm looking at right now is just a short-term range that members would know that I go on about in the trading channel, where we just mark out a short-term range for short-term trades. So I'm basically looking to sell or short if we have any price action above here with a sharp rejection. And as you can see here, we had sort of choppy, unconvincing long buying that actually ended up paying off pretty nicely at the lows of this short-term range. So yeah, this definitely doesn't look like a top to me at all. This we haven't really had any sharp rejections at this level, so I am fully expecting a further run up to potentially 40k.
It doesn't look like any aggressive selling really either, does it?
Definitely doesn't. No, I'm not getting heavy selling vibes at all at this stage. This is the daily charts, a little bit full on for some of you to probably decipher. Basically, I just have key levels marked out automatically that go off VWAP levels, so weekly value area high, monthly value area high, monthly levels. And I also make sure to mark out Monday high, Monday mid, and Monday low, because I find that there's good trades that come at those levels. And then the big level that I'm really looking for to go all balls deep on spot longs is this 2022 high time frame resistance level, which is the previous year value area high. So this is my magic VWAP chart. Big shout outs to C2M for his VWAP indicator. He's got a great channel there that goes into in-depth educational material on how to use VWAPs for trading. So basically,
what's that on? C2M, how do you access that? C2M?
C2M, his channel's Prime Trading. I think it was previously called Killmex, but he's a really good trader.
That's paid group, is it?
It's a paid group, yep. But yeah, definitely worth it, because the paid subscription obviously comes with a large amount of indicators that are invite only. So he's got Bitcoin, ETH, aggregated VWAP labels, Bitcoin, Ethereum VWAP suite, which is what I've got here. He's got all sorts of other stuff, exhaustion bars, session plots, alt VWAPs, etc., etc. So definitely worth taking a look if you're interested in that sort of stuff. But basically, I've just got a daily chart here with a yearly VWAP. So this is basically takes priority over all of my decisions for trading, because it's the highest time frame, holds the most value. I've got a 4-hour chart here with a quarterly VWAP.
So just for anybody that doesn't know, it's VWAP being an indicator, volume weighted.
Volume weighted average price.
Volume weighted average price with a separate. He's got separate time frames on different charts. So he's got a daily chart on the top left with, what was a yearly VWAP?
Yes, this is a yearly VWAP, and then so basically I have this darker shade is the previous year VWAP, so it's a static level, and then this lighter shade within there is the developing yearly VWAP. So obviously these dotted lines are the VWAPs, and these top extremities are the value area highs and the value area lows. So it's basically just like a profile of price.
Fuck yeah.
So basically, I'm really waiting and hoping, if we do get it, to have a pullback to this yearly value area high and to turn it into a support level, because as you can see here, these are daily candles. So you can see when we hit 32,000 in July this year, we definitely rejected off this level, and it's a level that's been respected. We can see we sort of front ran that, couldn't break through that level, and then we were bouncing up along this value area high of the previous year for quite some time before finally rejecting. And we actually had a really strong sell-off through the developing year value area high as well, which was then turned into resistance, as you can see. So I'll just bring this up so it's a bit better to see for you. You can actually just see that price really respects these levels of the VWAP, so it's like a really valuable indicator to take key contextual levels from. You can just see we rejected there, we sold off through the developing yearly value area high, and then we turned it into a ceiling or a resistance and had a strong rejection right at the level. And then you can see we chopped around, retested it, had another sort of rejection, and then broke through. So we turned that heavy sell delta candle, heavy buy delta candle, didn't even get a retest, of that developing yearly value area high, which is like it's an indicator of strength, in my opinion. Had no pullbacks to test that into support. And then we just had the bust up through with obviously the catalyst of the ETFs and Larry Fink, Big Daddy Larry, giving us the big
man doing big things around here.
Busting up through.
So you think maybe now, like after it's been used as a resistance, can create a bit of a support and a pretty obvious buy area if it does come back into that?
100%. That's what I think. I think that this level is key buying opportunity right here. I think if we get a maybe a one-time bang, we may see a retest before.
Bit of a flag.
Yeah.
Bit of a liquidity grab.
This point of control candle get tested, which is this dotted line where it just shows where the majority of the volume was transacted in this giga buy delta candle.
Yeah. So that's what the blue represents, is that it had max volume.
Max buy delta. So you can see that the red candle is big sell delta. So delta is just the difference between market buyers and market sellers. So there's a fuckload more sellers in this candle, fuckload more buyers in these candles. So there's some heavy buy pressure going on right now.
Fucking oath.
It's pretty evident to see. So will we get a pullback to this level? Good question.
Only Lord knows.
Yeah, I don't know. It's if we do, that's my level that I'm going to be definitely going fucking balls deep on, potentially taking out loans on the house and buy Bitcoin, Michael Saylor style, going into fuckloads of debt to just buy Bitcoin. No, just kidding, but gamble responsibly.
So it is any pullbacks along now, eh?
In my opinion, it is. Yeah,
we're at that point.
I really think any pullbacks are longs.
We're at the point where it's just shown how much FOMO exists, how Bitcoin truly is a flight to safety, how you cannot beat it, how it can correlate with gold, how it can not give a single fuck what the stock market's doing, how it can show strength in uncertain times. What's there left to prove?
I want to show you something really interesting. Something really interesting indeed. Let me just, for anyone who's into fractals, let me just paint a picture for you, alright? So, previous bull run, daily candles, keep in mind. Previous bull run, right here, we had this bad boy double top. Meth-fueled fucking FTX shit pest bull run. So before that bull run, let's take a look back in time. Kind of eerie, similar what we're seeing now. We've seen the previous year value area high was a undoubted resistance level, rejected. Big fucking COVID sell-off. Look at that bad boy. So that's the COVID black swan right there. So we see that level, that previous year value.
Where were you when you heard the news?
Absolutely ridiculous sell-off. Bang. And it went down and it traversed the entire VWAP to the value area low and then got bought up.
You can't deny that that's a support.
Buying opportunity.
Can't deny that.
Yeah, you can't deny that that's support. It's like obvious. How can you deny that? It's literally like the most perfect levels. So anyway, we got back in the developing yearly value area low. You can see there. Bang. Support. Once we busted through. Support. We once again test the top, the value area high. Front run sell off. Bang. Bit of a fake out. Another sell off. Bang. Rejected. Throttle around in this range, fucking doing fuck all, getting everyone bored, and then bang, and bust up. So that's kind of eerily similar to what we're seeing now, if you think about it. We had that rejection at 32k, and now bang, we've had a big bust up, giga buy delta candle. Is this the start of something where we see the inevitable retest of the yearly value area high that I was talking about?
BRB calling the bank.
And then we see fucking Bootska.
Badutska.
Absolutely giga
Last
border.
chance, pack bags
Yeah,
to
pack your
the
bags.
moon. Moon
Pack
mission.
your bags on these wicks. Look at that. Institutional
It's so
fucking
true, bro.
buyers just packing their bags there.
Not the
And
biggest
then
fractal fan, but you can't.
You just can't deny it. It's
The
very
writing is on the
similar.
wall.
And then yeah, we had this. Just put that into perspective. So, let me just bring this up for y'all.
Take a second now.
Thanks to C2M, the man, obviously watching the same thing. We have the fractal that I just showed you. 2020 break above previous year value area high before the bull run. 2023 break above previous year value area high. 3 years later, are we in the process of seeing this play out?
Oh my god.
Before 60k plus,
Oh
I reckon 100k plus.
God.
There you go. So put that in your pipes and smoke it. There's the fractal.
You just
Fractal session.
you just dunked on everybody.
Oh man, it's just too good not to share. How can you not love it? You gotta love the fractals. It's all about them fractals, boys.
They're definitely a good time.
Yeah, so yeah. Let's just hope and pray that I'm right and we don't actually fucking deviate fucking back, retest fucking 12k like Capo.
The innards drop out of it.
15k incoming.
Oh, like I was saying to you offline, mate. Any delay or pullback is just more time to just continue overexposing myself
100%.
to more crypto.
Yeah. So another thing that we should definitely be looking at is ETH BTC.
Bottom?
Not bottomed.
Oh,
I'm making the call. We've still got a long way to go.
Oh, no.
We've still got Biddy. We've still got Biddy to do its thing. Look at this. This is the last line of defense for Ethereum. We got bang, bang,
that's definitely
bang,
not
bang.
bottomed.
This is the giga. We've still got this much to go until we bottom for Ethereum.
It's so
I think
true.
Biddy is going to go for an absolute terror. While Ethereum just continues to lose value against Biddy. Before we see some sort of deviation here, and then we see Ethereum take the reins and blast up and reclaim this high, take these highs out, and go on the run that it's undeservedly destined to do. You know,
This is Ethereum against the price of Ethereum against the price of Bitcoin, comparing which one would you rather hold for more gains, basically. So if this is going down, then Bitcoin is going up more than Ethereum is. If this is going up, then Ethereum's going up more than Bitcoin is, basically. Or one's going down, one's going up, vice versa. So it's Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Ignore dollars, ignore everything else. And right now this is going down, and it looks like it's got more down to go. And if the whole market is rising, then and Ethereum's not going down against the dollar, then what does that mean? How else is this going to go down further? It means that Bitcoin is going to have to go up a shitload more than Ethereum to continue this chart in the direction that it is. And you can see up the top there, the volatility is expanding. This is a weekly chart, so it's obviously going to be a large move. Momentum's low, can definitely stay lower. So bullish Bitcoin first.
Bullish as fuck on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin needs to take the reins and just absolutely go ham for a while. I think a lot of people are going to get burnt buying alts too soon, like I mentioned earlier. I think the focus should be on Bitcoin now. I wouldn't, I just, I don't know. It's good to accumulate alts, but my focus is on Bitcoin for the time being. When we see BTC hit this level, at this giga trend line, that's when I'll be saying, okay, time to rotate to Ethereum. Time to rotate to other alts, but for the time being, it's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin time.
And as we know in this business, Bitcoin being the most boring one, you know, obviously it's more boring than altcoins and new shiny things and stuff, but a lot of the time, the most boring option is the most successful and the safest. It's
definitely the best bet for a lot of beginners. I wouldn't even be thinking about alts.
So would you say, and obviously not financial advice, but would you say potentially like saving the leverage for the alts just in case they do have another leg down or they don't do anything, and maybe leverage with Bitcoin if you're interested in leverage, and potentially low leverage or no leverage longer term, most likely a spot bag of altcoins being a smaller focus but still a good one, while the main focus and potentially the main amount of leverage, time spent and trading power used on Bitcoin?
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't have said it any better. Can't make it. So that's Ethereum. It just doesn't look toppy to me, but you know, just going off ETH BTC, I think we honestly just we're gonna have a run of these highs, potential deviation, and then we're probably gonna run lower.
Can you see a tag of 2K anytime soon, or do you think it's just not even really talking about trappy environments or anything like that? There's no need for it because it's not.
2K is definitely potential. You know, we could see just a fucking giga wick. You know what I mean? And then back. We could see that. That's definitely makes sense.
Do you think it's that PVE yet? A PvP yet though?
It's PvP market. There's no PvE yet. We're still PvP, 100%. I think it's still.
I was thinking the other day about like whether this is PvP market or PvE market, where it's like, well, if PvE is you versus the bots, then it's full of bots at the moment, so it probably is PvE. But then I think, well, if retail are NPCs, then then the
I
retail
still classify PvE as us versus NPCs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And there's only really
lemmings.
like 20 sophisticated fucking actors in this space trading Bitcoin at the moment.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
I still feel like it's real, like
Computer mode.
yeah, the price action of Bitcoin 2 is still very predatory. You know, we have like a good example of short-term predatory stuff is sort of this kind of price action here, where we had a low, we had a sweep of the low, followed by the point of control being below the candle close, which is a typical buy signal. So for anyone who works off that kind of strategy, this would be a clear buy, and they would have been targeting probably these highs here, these poor highs, or even this high. But you can see we just had nice little buy signal and just clear rejection, ran the low. And then you can even see that we had a big strong buy off that low, which would have been maybe, oh fuck, you know, that's the low being run, it's time to go long, bang, get in here, put your stop below there, and then we ran that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's still very predatory. It's hard.
And also, as you zoom in as well, like you're on the 30-minute chart here, one candle equals 30 minutes. It's like as you zoom in more, you can see more a lot of the lines of like wicks within the space of maybe 2 or 3 candles. You've had wicks head to liquidate 50x plus leverage on both sides, and then continue sideways or something, you know what I mean? Just come in, fuck everybody, and then just do fuck all.
Yeah, we've just seen typical like crab market range bound price action here. You know, this would have been the best long to take, 100%, because we had the low, we had the sweep of the low, and then if you had gone long here, stop below here, you would have been safe, and you would have made a nice little. We'll say you got long on the close of that candle. Nice little 4.3% move. Not too bad, really, not too shabby.
Add some leverage to it.
Yeah, add some leverage. That's like a 2-to-1 risk trade. Not too bad, really. That's decent odds. But yeah, that's the corn outlook.
So before moving on to altcoins very shortly, right now, where we're at right now, is there any plays other than waiting?
So the only play that I'm really interested in right at this point in time is a sweep of these highs.
And then a short?
Yeah, and then I'd be looking for a short-term short. Ideally, back to this 2022 previous year value area high. This is like we spoke about on the VWAP. This is my level. This is where I want to be longing. I'm not really interested in longing at the moment. I want to see a nice little pullback where people are screaming, oh, deviation, trader SC getting on fucking X, posting hundreds of charts saying, oh, it's a fucking bull trap, deviation back to 12, you know what I mean? The same shit every time. Oh, deviation, bruv. I want to see that, and that's what I'm going to be buying. I'm going to be buying
bear porn. So like a range, so basically just a range high, expecting continuation with a chance of further.
Yep.
And then being able to sit on the fence, swap, flip positions. Strong.
So my plan is wait for the pullback on Biddy, fucking long the shit out of Bitcoin, spot and leverage at the previous year value area high. Ride Bitcoin until I see ETH BTC bottoming out. I'm going to be riding my Bitcoin bags. Not even thinking about any alt trades, anything like that, until we see ETH BTC hit this trend line. And that's when I'm going to be thinking it's time to rotate to ETH. And then potentially the smaller shitcoin caps with the gains that we've made from Bitcoin, from selling Bitcoin.
Don't need to reinvent the wheel, eh? Just follow the cycle.
It's simple, really. You don't really need to overcomplicate things. You don't need to fucking be trolling Twitter for the latest, greatest alt. When there's a time to buy alts, you'll know, and basically you could just throw a fucking dart at a dartboard and make big gains on alts. Yeah. But if you do join the Bitcoin Bulls, the Blockchain Bulls channel, obviously we're going to be dishing out some high quality alts that we are going to be looking at. So
just because it ain't the perfect time doesn't mean it ain't the time.
Yeah, that's it. So I guess, yeah, that's it. That's my play. There's my playbook. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. You know what Steezy's doing. If you want to counter trade me, be my guest. If you want to take trader SC's side and fucking call deviation brav, when we get back down here, I'll take that side of the bet. We'll see who wins.
Beautiful. I love that, and I love just I love just the focus on the money flow, and then just being able to just flip. Beautiful. You got zoomed in, low time frames, take leverage, focus on Bitcoin, a little bit of spot buying, maybe altcoins, maybe some low leverage on some altcoins, a bit of fun with the altcoins. Might catch a big green candle on the altcoins. Who knows what the market's going to do? Maybe some loose stop losses on some altcoins, but you focus on Bitcoin, you trade. You look for easy plays on Bitcoin, look for range highs, look for range lows, look for volatility expansions, some momentum plays, just maybe some liquidations, some wicks like Steezy was saying, and then just being able to just change your opinion when the time gives with a bullish bias, most likely, but the market's bullish about 70% of the time, so just being able to have a short, pessimistic outlook for a short amount of time and then change your opinion. Strong opinions, loosely held. That's how we do it. That's how we win.
Yes, preach.
Amen, brother. Oh, well,
so just looking at a bit of Bitcoin dominance here.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
You see Bitcoin dominance is just on a fucking tear. So this was the last fucking 2017. We see the bull run. And then going on a bit of a fucking Bitcoin shopping spree, taking center stage, Biddy. Then we got the total market cap of crypto, which looks pretty nice. Looking pretty nice, I guess. New money. So the total market cap excluding Bitcoin.
No new money.
Not looking as flash. Excluding Bitcoin and ETH, not looking too flash.
Yeah.
DeFi, not looking real flash either. And then the shitcoin index. You know.
Why does that look better?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's interesting. Degenerate gambling. People would rather gamble on shitcoins than DeFi. That's pretty telling, isn't it? the giant Ponzi market that we all love to trade.
Man, like, I think just like global liquidity equals human degeneracy. I think if people have got the money, they'll take the risks.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
All right, altcoin time.
I'd love to.
Oof. This is our favorite doggy dog. The king of memes, Doge, on the weekly. Look at that tiny little fucking green candle. Amidst a sea of blood.
Start maybe.
Yeah.
Something.
We need to see it breach these levels, build a bit of a solid base, you know.
I think if you don't mind, what we could do is I'll flick over and we'll go through or you could, either or, we could go through coin market cap. We'll have a little look at maybe the top 20, top 50 or something, just go through, have a little chat about them. And then we'll make a little bit of a short list. We could probably do maybe 1 to 50 tonight or 1 to 20 tonight and continue on next Friday. We've got time. And just have a little bit of a write-up, a little bit of a scale, get a bit of a joined opinion on the potential. And just start talking about altcoins again. And then we've got a bit of a short list. Say we do the top 20 or the top 50, we come up with top 5 or something like that. We go have a little look at the top 5's charts that we come up with, something like that, and then we can fuck off.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we could rank them in market cap and just go through a little bit. Beautiful. Either or.
Yep.
So alright, so we'll go BNB. So BNB, in my opinion, Binance coin. So BNB, where's the growth on the chain? I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. I haven't heard anything about any coins being on BNB. Sometimes you're randomly looking at an altcoin here and there. You'll be flicking along and then you'll see, oh shit, that's on Binance chain. But how long has it been since that's happened to you?
Yeah, I haven't really heard much happening on Binance, to be honest. I think there is a lot of controversy surrounding Binance at the moment. I think it was actually today, a bit of news came out that old lady, Senator Loomis, who was bringing the stablecoin bill to the United States Congress, actually called on United States lawmakers to investigate Binance for criminal activity.
Oh, they look at that support, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck.
That's CZ's market protection right there.
Yeah, it is.
CZ, the $200 level.
The CZ insurance.
Just puts the twap machine on every time. CZ's just putting up the fucking number 4 every time we hit the 200 level.
Just TWAP me into relevance.
Yeah.
Or keep me in existence.
The weekly BNB. BNB has typically been a good indicator of market strength too, I think, but in this case, it's kind of a bit numbed, with all the shit going on.
Descending triangle there.
Yeah.
In a bull market, over 68% chance of continuing lower. Obviously the whole market will drag it up if that's with it, but there's 2 things that I want to say. Is one, why would you take the risk on BNB? Because the whole world is basically against CZ at the moment. He's finding pockets of support in random countries, maybe India, maybe fucking Hong Kong. I don't know where the fuck he's finding support, but you see, he's finding support. I can't remember, but people are supporting Binance. They're keeping them up. They definitely still have, as we've seen, 44% of the total market volume in crypto. They're still there. People still use Binance, but after FTX and then after we've seen how that the top exchanges have, it's just like anything. You're making a lot of money, you're doing well, you've got a target on your back, and the tallest blade of grass wants to be cut. I just see Binance as way too much risk, and you can see it resembled in the coin. If you see a big fat red candle in the next within, like, especially when the time when the market is on the edge, if you see any sort of red candle resemblance on the BNB token, that'd be Binance dumping their own coin, trying to cover the funds in a bank run or some sort of market mischief or evacuation. So I think that, one, not only the risk is ridiculous, but two, where's the gains potential? It's ranked 4th. The market cap is fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't even know what the market cap is. Like, how much fucking gains can you get? The gains have been had. The party has been. You can see right there, 2021, the party was on. The party's gone, bro. Everyone's gone, packed up.
It's a dinosaur chain. You know what I mean? It's had its time in the sun. It's time to fucking take it to the retirement home. Take it out of the back with a shotgun.
It's like on Lord of the Rings where they jump when it hops on the ship to go to the elf land, bro. Right at the end.
Yeah. It's so true. It's over. BNB. it's just not worth the risk, man. I just wouldn't be buying BNB. I'd be buying coin for Coinbase over BNB. Just put your money in the stock market instead of buying BNB.
Yeah, something that's already regulated and ready to roll.
Exactly right. You want to be going to the regulation. With everything going on with the ETFs, regulation's going to be a typical flight to safety, and CoinSpot is that. And to a lesser extent, other exchanges like Kraken that has a verifiable proof of reserves, follow the rules, you know, time tested.
Regulation ain't a bad thing.
Yeah.
All
in the
right,
long
cool.
run, it's not great, but
There you go.
that's what it is. 34 billion market cap. Throw it in the trash.
Yeah, don't bother.
Let's
XRP.
Fucking XRP.
Paulie, where you at?
Man.
Lol, just
You know, retail just loves XRP. They think it's going to fucking $11. Ripple is going to $100 someday, guys. It's number 5. It's going to. It's not. I'm sorry.
there's 3 things that I want to say. One is that, start with the pros. One, I have found a new respect and appreciation for the people at Ripple for the consistency, perseverance that they've had during the SEC cases, and the fact that it has benefited the whole crypto industry as a whole. And they're sort of like, hey guys, we won. Does everybody love us now? Yo, we did it. Yo, everyone. Hey, guys, we won. You know, just wait. They're like the dudes that sort of like, they've got a birthday and nobody celebrated it, and they've just walked into the door of their apartment expecting everybody to pop out with streamers and balloons like, you won, you did it. But like, they flick on the light and then they go check behind the couch and nobody's there.
No one's there.
But I respect you for what you've done, and you know what I mean. They stuck to it.
They've got a plaque on the wall. You know, the dusty old cricket club XRP plaque on the wall in memoriam of XRP. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, they could have bailed. They could have fucking bailed. Now, from a price perspective, if we're talking money, again, what is it, number 5? Not
5.
a lot of money to be made. People who have bought this have most likely already bought this. There's going to be so many more new, attractive, shiny things coming into the next few years. XRP doesn't have, like, it used to have the banks are going to use this, but banks are using blockchain technology already. They don't want this. They got nothing to do with this. They don't care for this, right? I like XRP. You probably will make XRP, but let me just break something to you. Because it's 55 cents doesn't mean that it's going to increase in price faster than something that is costing more on a dollar value. The reason that it's so cheap is because there's more coins. So to get that out of there.
It's the hard, cold truth. XRP, throw it in the dinosaur basket, moving on. Now, the next one, Solana. This is an interesting case, in my opinion. It's a very interesting case with Solana. Solana has the potential to be a good
That looks like a
layer two.
bottom, eh?
It does, man. Solana, out of all the layer 2s, I think has the most going for it.
Back to 150.
And the thing about Solana too is that I feel like it never really had such a gnarly spotlight on it in the last cycle. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like, I don't know, it never really got... I mean, it was the token chain of FTX and Sam was fucking propping it up all through this, but I don't know, there's something about Solana that intrigues me too.
Like the fact that it actually seemed like it was good.
Yeah, besides the fact that it also went down about 10 times in 10 months. I mean, it works, it's fast. The developers are developing. The devs are deving, they're deving. You know,
Aside from the weekly crash.
Besides from the weekly crash and the shutdown from the 7 centralized fucking node operators, it works, you know, and they opened up a store, they sold some Solana merch, pretty cool.
It is
Pretty
a
cool
Solana mobile.
The Solana phone,
What if they're
absolute
still working?
steaming dog shit, but they tried, you know, like, they're doing something. When did you hear of an Avalanche phone or an Avalanche store? Never.
Yeah.
When did you hear Polkadot? Oh, Polkadot store. No one wants to go to a fucking Polkadot store.
Yeah.
Solana, I would buy a little baggie if we saw more of this. You know, maybe we see a steepening.
Ooh, rounded bottoms pay the bills.
You know what I mean? Maybe a little fucking something.
Yeah.
And then
SR
off
flip.
to the races. Potentially. There's also a lot of talk that Solana sort of mimics Ethereum in a way.
Fuck.
Let's have a little look at this fractal for you. Get this fractal up your guts. Another fractal. Look at that.
Yeah.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Do you see what I see?
Is that not very Solana-esque? What
Yeah,
we're
it
seeing
is,
right
bro.
now? And
Yeah.
are we not here, potentially?
We live in a simulation.
Yeah, it's an interesting little thingo we've got here with Solana. Maybe I'm a bit optimistic with the time frame.
It's like it's like, this is just my perception of the reality, is that like Ethereum has had competitors since I began in 2017. I got into this and it was just ETH killer, and that narrative is stuck. And if you don't know that nothing's killing ETH by now, then I'm gonna break it to you. But I feel like Solana is in a place where it accepts that it's not going to beat ETH, and it's like, hey, I'm
the next best.
the next best.
You know what I mean?
I'm the next best, and that's fine. I'm the Vodafone to Telstra, Optus to Telstra. I know my place.
Ugh.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah,
Or I'm the Pepsi to the Coke.
Solana is a very intriguing coin to me, and I do think it has legs potentially. So I just like that fractal. That fractal sold me, man. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think I
Just
can
sit
see.
in between.
I can see Solana having like a phoenix moment, rising from the
Yeah,
ashes.
rise from the ashes.
Yep. Moving on.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Is there, skip the bullshit, is there going to be anything that can outdo Doge for a meme coin, or is Doge it?
The only other meme that I can see
Pepe.
as is Pepe. You know, the rich internet culture of the frog, the extremist right-wing frog internet culture, the 4chan, the backing of the 4chan. It's a compelling argument for Pepe, despite the fact that they did have that crazy ass multi-sig incident,
Yeah,
where the
well,
owners fucking dumped, whatever. But anyway, coming back to Doge. Doge has Elon backing it, has X backing it. Rumors of Doge being integrated into X for premium subscriptions, yada yada yada. You can buy Tesla merch with Doge. Doge is a time-tested, iconic dog fucking coin. How can you not love that?
you know what I think's going on right now, bro? I honestly think Elon Musk is telling maybe like a select few friends and family to load the fuck up on Doge because I'm going to list it as a form of payment system on
Potentially.
X, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It just gets chewed up at 50 cents every time.
Yeah, it does.
Every single time chewed up, or 5 cents, sorry. It gets chewed up at 5 cents. And there's another thing, if anybody has survived this long and wants to listen, to explain, a veteran of market pumps and market dumps speaking, the value in something that is established as it is what it is, there's no secrets, there's no variables, there's no promises, there's no narratives. It is what it is. It is a meme. It is a joke. It is fun. It is funny when it pumps. Being able to tell people that you made money on a joke is fucking hilarious. There is a purity behind Dogecoin that exists in Bitcoin as well. In something that it exists, it is what it is. You don't have to try and value it. You don't have to try and understand it. You don't have to try and work out it, project it. You don't have to try and project it up, down, around town, turn around. You don't need to know anything. It is a crypto. It's got, speaking about Doge here, it's got the small value. If Doge just goes to $1, I'm rich. It's got the selling points. It's got the Doge. It's got the fun. It's got the comedy. I honestly like people, because who hasn't, that's been around, who hasn't experienced the whole, and you'll see most of this like in Nuggets old group that what's those fuckwits that we seen at the crypto convention?
Collective shift. Disclosure, they're not really fuckwits.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like they're searching for the best tech. They're searching for sometimes in crypto you don't need a brain. And in markets in general. In markets in general, like having an intellect will actually hinder you. You'll be
Sometimes you just need to see the fucking. You just need to not mid curve it. You know what I mean? You just need to fucking full left or right curve it.
Yeah, you
can
can
see the green and press the fucking green. Just monkey brain, neuron activate.
Yeah.
Press the green. That's it. You don't need to think about mid curve ideas.
You can be hamstrung by deep thought.
This is why I love Harry Potter, Sonic, Obama 10 because it's ultimate fuck you to mid curve. You don't need a brain to buy it. You know what I mean? It's just you just buy it.
Harry Potter, Sonic, Inu.
Harry Potter, Sonic, Inu. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this chart.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10, Inu. If you didn't buy Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10, Inu here, you're not going to make it. I'm sorry. You're not going to make it. Look at that chart. Look at it. Bask in its fucking Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10, Inu-esque glory.
Cat's not fucking around.
This is going to be making fucking millionaires one day. Can you imagine? I made $1 million off Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. This is even more of a claim than fucking that fat dude who got millions of dollars off Doge.
Yeah, it is, eh?
Imagine that.
Oh
I'm
my
so
god,
for
I'm
it.
underexposed. I need to.
I'm underexposed to Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. Everybody needs to be fucking getting a
Has it
little
got a
baggie of
market
this.
cap yet or what?
Oh, surely. You know the ticker is Bitcoin?
Wow, that's genius.
Our viewers, do you know Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu? Ticker is Bitcoin. Can you get any more bullish than that?
That's naughty.
Ticker is Bitcoin. Come on. It's not going to be listed on exchanges as Bitcoin, but come on. Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu.
Oh yeah, that's 10x. That's
Oh
an
my
easy
God.
10x.
Look at that. You're kidding.
Oh, it's all out too. Oh no, it's not. Is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is.
You're kidding.
Oh, it's
Look
all
at
out.
that.
Look at the supply.
Yeah.
It's all out.
Supply shock incoming.
Oh my god. I don't have
Prepare your
enough.
anus.
Harry. Hold on. Give me a second alone with my whiteboard.
Everybody put this on your altcoin list. Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10. If you're not looking at this coin, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. If you're looking at buying Ripple instead of Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, slap yourself. Just slap yourself. Everybody is underexposed to this shit. I'm telling you right now.
It's what is it only on Uniswap or what?
I'm pretty sure it is on a lot of other fucking. Let's have a look.
That's so funny.
Pretty sure it's listed as Harry on something. Harry USDT on MEXC. I would not advise trading on MEXC though. It's I've seen some reports come out that MEXC has been freezing customer withdrawals, so would not be buying Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu on MEXC. I'd be sticking to Old Faithful Uniswap for now.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the on-chain shitcoin king for the time being. So anyway, we got a little bit distracted then by the glorious.
Just a little bit bearish on the Uniswap token because Uniswap are adding more and more fees consistently.
Yes, true that.
So giving an edge to competitors.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could just do 10 tonight, eh? Or what? You got morning? I'm running out of drink.
I reckon we skip these.
Let's not chart them. Let's just quickly say some.
Yep. All right. Deal.
Cardano,
Charles Hoskinson's baby. I don't like it.
The money's been made on Cardano. Ignore it. There you go.
Dinosaur coin. Throw it in the basket. Tron. Justin Sun. Giga Ponzi coin. Great for transferring crypto through the blockchain.
Yeah, if you want to send money to yourself or to friends for 1 cent, put it on the Tron TRX
Definitely
blockchain
Tron network.
and
USDT.
and also don't try and understand it because it goes up when the market's going down, it goes down when the market's going up. So Tron, we'll put Tron in the
useful utility basket.
Yeah. So what
utility?
That's a bit.
We're talking about Tron, not Ton. To our viewers,
is that a 50% dump?
On Ton.
Is that a 50% dump? No, I mean like that red candle there.
Oh man! Oh my god! Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
And spot a 50%er from a mile away.
Oof. Yeah. I don't know how this is number 11. Kind of crazy.
I think it started too high. That's why.
Yeah.
They come up with some sort of like locked like a locked price, or like they babysat it into a price,
Yeah.
and then the
They did some sort of manipulation, that's for sure.
market's just trying to digest it. Toncoin moving forward. Toncoin, it's meant to be utilized on Telegram. I haven't seen any form of that really. I've seen it advertised on Telegram maybe once or twice. It's gone now. I don't see it at all. I don't know what the fuck it's doing there. I don't know why it's there. I don't know what its purpose is. Maybe
So
that's something
I can actually chime in on that. You use Ton to buy anonymous phone numbers for Telegram, which I have done myself.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually quite useful. You can get an anonymous phone number to use anonymously across things that require a phone number. Or some of
So
them.
so they want you to, so you purchase Ton.
Yeah, you get Ton, you get a Ton wallet, and then they it's like a marketplace for certain phone numbers.
Actually, I think I wanted to buy the blockchain balls like Telegram name, like permanently, like trademark it or whatever, and I had to do Ton for it. I haven't done it. Don't steal it, nobody, but maybe I will. Still though, it's fucking $7 billion market cap.
Yeah, pretty extreme. Moving on to Stinky Link, the market dump predictor.
Stinky Linky.
Every time Link pumps, you can guarantee the market is going to dump. Although it doesn't look too bad.
That looks
really.
fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
I've actually got Link FOMO at the moment. The thing with Link is that it's
go on.
it's a data aggregator, and most blockchains use it.
Pretty sure there's also some competitors to Link coming out.
Name one, I'll wait.
Yeah, I did hear about one in Discord chat that I'm in. I can't remember, but there was something that was going to challenge Chainlink's CCIP protocol. I can't really think about it. I'll try and think about it and get back to you next stream.
I'm bullish on Link.
Yeah, the chart looks good, man. That does look good. The volume
It's
is
gone, bro.
obviously
It's just
increasing.
it's said goodbye to the last fucking 15 months, man. Already, look, it's gone.
That's some pretty extreme accumulation there too. 539 days of crab market, stinky linkies, just accumulating Link Marines.
I think like institutions that want exposure outside of Bitcoin have looked for things that are going to be around and have use case intrinsic value, and they're seeing that the fact that Link is actually used. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, widely used.
I think any pullback on Link's a chance to load up on it, because it's not going anywhere, bro. I truly believe Link's not going anywhere, man. I think it's just going to be like a stale chip that just hangs around in the packet.
A stale chip.
Yeah, well, you don't eat.
You don't want to eat, but it's just going to stay at the bottom of that packet.
Yeah. Good luck budging it from the top 15.
Yeah, Link is a good one. So Link, put it in the we like it box, just like Solana and Chainlink. Doge.
Second one.
What else you got?
Doge. Link. I don't really need to write these down, but just for this fact that I'll be adding.
How about we do? Let's do something spicy instead of these dinosaur chains in the top 20. Let's have a look for something that really stands out. Like Unis said Leo. Never heard of this fucking piece of shit in my entire life.
I couldn't tell you
Not
what it is.
Not even going to click on it because it'll probably give me a virus.
Well, what do we get up? What number do we get up to? 15?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, we got up to 12.
Yeah.
Let's just have a quick look at a little bit of Lido, however you want to say it. You do like Lido. I do like Lido.
Oh, that looks good too.
Look at that chart.
Yeah. That's actually right now. I'm putting that up. I'm fucking. I'm a. I'm
Look
a.
at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna load up to my fucking gills in this shit. I reckon soon. Right now.
Full disclaimer, I'm staking Ethereum with Lido. I have a nice stack of staked ETH, just slowly accumulating away using the Lido protocol. So I do use this protocol.
4%.
Yeah, for 4.3, I think, a bit more maybe. Haven't checked it in a little while, but it's chugging along nicely. Don't really have too much concern with Lido. I know it's backed by some really smart gigabrains and has quite a lot of security stops. They don't really do too much. They don't really do any shady Ponzi-nomic shit like Luna and the old Anchor protocol or anything like that. So I do have the most confidence staking my ETH with Lido. If I wasn't staking with Lido, I'd ideally want to be staking with Coinbase because I see those two as the safest.
Too big to fail.
Nothing's too big to fail, my man, but it's definitely, it's the lesser risk.
Stop the
In my
chain. Rewind the chain. 30% of all ETHs on Lido.
Yeah, it's a bit of a controversy that Lido has a fucking huge amount of stake in Ethereum.
That's a low risk buying opportunity where it is right now.
It is.
I actually got an alert hit from a live maybe last week or the week before saying Lido long entry.
Yeah, well, I was buying it sort of around this level actually now. I'm pretty sure I was buying it down here. And I rode the baggy this whole way down, so it's nice to see that it has reclaimed this weekly trend line.
Man, a man of patience. You deserve to win.
Yeah, you just got to have a bit of patience. You just got to think, what does it have going for it? What are the fundamentals? It doesn't really look like it's put in any kind of top. It's been going for a while. It gives value. It actually has a use case. Chart looks nice. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on.
If you
So
can
that's
with
in the
yeah,
good baggie. It's in
if
the very nice baggie. That's in my personal holding baggie.
if you have a higher conviction hold and you can withstand time and volatility, you'll outperform.
So what should we look at? Should we look at one more?
One more, wrap it up, mate. That'll be an hour and a half. Good
All
stint.
right. I'm just going to give the viewers
What
another
they
beautiful
want, what
chart.
they want,
I want to give them a bit of their
what they
gambling fix.
need.
This is a shout out to Mr. Tommy D's, the gambling addict who I love.
This is shit that I want. This is
Look at
shit
this
that I
chart.
need.
This is Rollbit, ladies and gentlemen. This is the king of the gambling.
I'd like to see you drag that little trend line that you got there from the first low down on the left. No. Like up there. Like go left, go down. Next low, down. Next one, down. The little one. Yeah. Cross. Oh, there we go. This is just. That's another one that's on Uniswap, right?
It is on Uniswap. It's on Solana originally. It's on Uniswap now. Hasn't been listed on exchanges because it's an unregulated security. An unregulated casino coin. It is on Poloniex. There you go.
Respect to Poloniex. I'll tell you what, Poloniex and Bitrex. That was 2017.
Yeah, the shady ones, but
They were the
you
ones
just
in
can't deny.
Poloniex and Bitrex in 2017 were Binance and FTX. Poloniex and Bitrex. That's where you got everything.
Yeah.
Respect to Poloniex. Can't believe they're still around. Bittrex, not so much. That's just a ascending triangle, really, isn't it? I think that is that against. Oh yeah, it's against dollars. Got a market cap or what?
Sure do.
Does a still pretty fucking. Has the gains been had, my man?
602 mil.
It's easy 10x as well.
Yeah, it's fucking, man. The potential of something like this, $600 million market cap, is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it delivers everything you could want as a gambler. It delivers 1000x leverage to those who wish to trade. 1000x.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You could put $100 on 1000x leverage and see one Bitcoin move. Imagine if you did that with the last Bitcoin move. Imagine if you longed. Let me just put this into perspective for people, real quick.
You say the pros, also the cons.
Imagine if you bought this picture perfect little trend line retest. Bang, smack bang. I actually longed this level and took profit way too fucking early. Where's the trend line? Yeah. I can actually show you exactly where I longed. Is that the level I'm looking at? Yeah, it is. Pretty sure I longed this exact low here.
Beautiful.
As you can see, I had the trend line marked. Low sweep. So yeah, I was looking for the typical mousetrap setup at this level. So for those who don't know, a mousetrap is just basically a swing failure pattern on the low time frame where you have a low, an initial low they call it, and then another low that sweeps through that initial low with buyers being trapped. I mean sellers being trapped, sorry, not buyers. So you have sellers and then big sell comes in here and then they get trapped with the price closing where they sold or shorted. So then you'd expect that these people that got short here are underwater. They're going to sell their position at a loss, or buy their position if they're short to close their trade, which leads to buying pressure. Now you can also see whenever the price comes back down to near that level, these trap buyers will be buying to get out of their position, which leads to more upside.
So if you were on Rollbit with 1000x leverage.
So yeah, if you're on Rollbit with 1000x leverage and you longed that and you held that $100, you'd be up like 50 grand right now. You know what I mean?
Legit.
You could have turned $100 into 50 grand off that one trade if you had the balls.
Yeah, because 100 times 1000 is 100,000.
It's pretty. Anyway, getting a bit off topic, but yeah, Rollbit. It's a good chart. It offers the fix for the gamblers out there. You can fucking degenerately trade 1000x. You can do all sorts of gambling games that are not legal in some jurisdictions, but can be bypassed with a VPN. So,
not financial advice, but it looks,
not financial advice.
To me, it looks like a nice, if you can get a decent entry, or maybe like accumulate maybe a little bit of a fucking pullback DCA, you can get probably, if the whole market carries it, pretty easy 10x on a spot bag that you set and forget.
Set and forget. There's no top here for Rollbit yet. That is just not a top. It's just not. So there you go.
Beautiful, mate.
Love it.
Here we go.
Well, that's an hour 30, is it? Perfect.
It's an hour 30, perfect, brother. I might flick over and bounce it with some I might flick through and look for some low volatility.
Yep.
I didn't even realize that the music bailed ages ago. Some low volatility altcoins, see if there's anything that's hanging around, you know what I mean?
Far away. I stopped the share.
Are you hanging around?
Yep. I'll hang around a bit longer.
Shit, yeah. I gotta add. It's on top of my to-do list this weekend is add. There's a few ByBit has included a fair few more altcoins into the mix over the last couple of weeks. I'm just scoot through this. We'll look for some easy longs. We'll look for something. I'm looking for this is daily chart, white line, 200-day simple moving average. Yellow line is 50-day simple moving average. I don't really need or care for the 50-day too much. In fact, I'm probably gonna bail from it. I just want just a simple moving average because the moving average is very much secondary. As you can see, 200 really matters. 200 day, you know, matters. Whatever. Anyways, just keep that on as a secondary. Bit of an ease of the eye. I'm looking for shit with low volatility on the daily. I actually might scoot down. The daily is a bit of an ask for where we're at right now. So I'm going to scoot down on the 12 hour. We'll compromise. We'll scoot through all these altcoins real quick. I want to look for something that's low, contracted, ready for a large move. I don't really give a fuck about the direction yet. We're just scooting. We're looking for blue bars. We're looking for this. Blue bar. We're looking for blue bars on a pullback. Some of these will be a lot neater than others. You'll find that the larger cap coins will be the neat ones. You want to see, we're looking for a pullback like that. Pullback and then sideways more or less. It's down, it's done, it's dump. It's doing its consolidation. It wants to be bought and wants to burst. So I'm looking for blue bars up the top here, right here. Hang on, I've got to get this. There we go. That is lined up on the screen share. Can you see, Steezy?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, cool. So just looking for shit. And also, I want to see things. I want to see low blue BBWP volatility, but I also want to see stochastic momentum on lows, potentially even bullish divergence on the momentum, whether it's RSI or stochastic, because you can see low, high, low, especially a double touch of these stochastic momentums. It's very, very often where you see a bounce after the second one. One's an ask, two is a given almost. You see boom, 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 lower low, higher low. Would have been the same on the RSI, unless I really, really am a large fan of the settings that I have on my stochastic, and I trust them. So you get to know what you like, get to know what you trust. So we can look at the 12 hour, we're looking at the 4 hour. If I was doing it, trading it by myself, I'm trying to do a bit of a speed run here. So we're looking for low volatility as a primary. Maybe we could do a 4 hour chart. We can look for low momentum. As you can see, it's starting to come in. I see low momentum on the 4 hour. There has just been a big move in altcoins. So the more I talk about it, the more I think about it. Obviously clear that I haven't put a whole lot of thought into this because we've just rocked up. Me and Steve, you've done an hour and a half of other shit. If the low volatility is existent, it's probably on the hourly, 4 hourly, more the mid time frames. Because it's just been a pump. There's just been a pump. So I want to see something that's pumped, and then the buy pressure is holding. Buy pressure is holding strong. We might not even find anything. We'll have a look on the 4 hour. We'll scoot through. We'll see if there's any blue bar volatility. If you see anything that interests you, Steezy. But another thing that we will most likely encounter scooting through on these 4 hour charts is the fact that these altcoins really looking the same, you know. And to dig deep and look for good buys, you want to see things that are getting shorted, but this mostly just going to be moving as a bit of a hive mind. You can see they're all sort of in this area where they've gone up, they're taking a breather, and then they'll probably continue up for another leg higher. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. It's hive mind market at the moment. The algorithms are running things.
So probably not going to get Bitcoin Cash there, range low. A bit interesting. Bitcoin Cash is something that does like to run early, because there's a lot of idiots that think that it matters or something. Can already see here. Ooh, Bitcoin silver, not so much. You can already see here that I'm going to have trouble finding anything with low volatility on the 4 hours. See, this is what I was sort of thinking, that everything's just so recently had a big move. There's been no chance to breathe. What we can look for is momentum on lows, maybe range lows, something like that. But then they've also got a bit of a bias now. So I've got a bias on strength. I'm looking for things that have strength as well. I want things that have abnormal strength. These coins that look good, feel good. So as you can see, it's all basically the same story here. It's pump. This is a 4-hour chart, so one candle equals 4 hours. So you're looking basically over the last week when you're looking along here. It's basically the last week, really, that time frame. So 20th to 27th. It's basically the last week we're looking at. So it's pretty much all the same in the sense where you might be looking for a trade. You might just be looking for things that show the most strength. Maybe if we zoom out and we see the strongest coins zoomed out, you can sort of just gauge a bit of a strength sentiment from there, because zoomed in on this 4-hour chart, this medium time frame chart, it really just looks like the same shit. It looks like the same shit. Some look stronger, some look like they're holding. The price is holding. The price wants to stay the same. ETC is going to track Ethereum. There's going to be a lag behind that, maybe a week. You see Ethereum, even Ethereum looks like all the altcoins, doesn't it, Steezy?
Yeah, it definitely does. Yep.
It's just an altcoin.
Yeah, it's just an altcoin at this stage, lagging to the big daddy.
It's just an altcoin, eh? Like some of them are like grinding down Filecoin, like as in like they've had a pump and then it's just a grind. But then there's some like this, like Flamingo. I mean, I'm not gonna buy this, but I mean, it's just like it's grinding up as well. Maybe there's a lot more shorts on this because it's a shitter coin. So like you grind up and the people that are shorted are covering the positions and just praying that it doesn't continue up. Like a lot of these shit coins are continuing up. So it's in a bit of a weird sort of stage right now. That's the short squeeze. You see the volatility, just full red barring. That means it's just pushing the outskirts of the Bollinger Bands like hardly ever seen before. Cruising down. We're not seeing many. So I think it's more like on what I was saying earlier, where it's just at the stage where it's like, okay, it's a bit of a pullback. You're coming into the weekend, you have a bit of a pullback, maybe a lot of profits taken over the weekend, maybe the institutions that have sent it up into the weekend, they've taken their profits, they're hoping for a bit of a pullback. They'll start the week fresh and they'll start longing again. That's most likely what's going to happen. I've seen it a fair few times. You can see a bit of a strange actions coming around here, like ILV. Like I'm not going to say I don't mind that coin. Stacey and I played that just because I've had a bit of real world exposure. There's a bit of a bias there, but it's like doesn't mean whether it is a good type of project means it's pumping. It's probably more of a liquidation thing. It's probably more of where is the money and where is the liquidity. So the price is just magnetized to it. So if something was heavily shorted, probably this. The price is just getting sucked into a liquidation vortex. IMX, same sort of shit, but that and that, whatever that is, injective. Yeah, so these two sort of look like a bit of more of a chart, sort of like it's basing. That looks pretty cool. Boxed up, Steezy.
What was that?
Oh, injective. Rallying and then just boxing up. Look at that.
Yeah. Injective does look good.
It's just so neat. That's really neat. Look at that.
Yeah, we got a full-blown box.
So neat.
There's
Yeah.
definitely a buyer defending $13. I mean, a seller defending $13.
Yeah, and vice versa. 11.50.
Yeah.
We'll just set alert, right click, horizontal line, live, range, low, long. Doesn't mean I'm taking it. It's just more like that was my thought at the time. Have a little look. So if we're looking for short-term trades for a bit of fun, you know, I'm actually not really finding much on this 4-hour chart. You're finding some with high momentum at lows, which is gross. And then you're finding some with low momentum holding its area like this, for example, Lido. Yeah, well, there you go. So it's, you know, making lows, range lows, but it's also making momentum lows as well. So it's like, okay, it's tried the bottom twice, and it doesn't really want to get sold off. Like, there's a lot of buyers, that means. So that's a pretty good buy opportunity, but they're not what we're looking for. We're looking for range, we're looking for low volatility, and it's just not really it. So I think at this stage it's more of a the altcoins that you're interested in, get a good entry point, and then good luck to it, basically, is what I'm thinking. And then most of your focus on Bitcoin with leverage, like what Steezy and I covered earlier, because these altcoins probably just going to keep dragging themselves up, and you don't know which one's going to be more ugly than the other. Some are going to be gross, some are going to liquidate anybody with leverage, some are going to look fucked, some are going to look good, some are going to have massive gains, but they're all doing basically the same shit with high volatility. Ugh. Yeah, fucking Rune, man. I hate to have a stream that doesn't produce a lot of or any altcoin trades, but
The old Rune fall from grace.
See, there are a lot of altcoins though that you definitely need to zoom out on. Sand being one of them. You know.
Remember when sand real estate was thousands of dollars?
Yeah, look at that. So, if I can leave with a parting word, because I'm not gonna really get through all of these, to be fair, because there's not a whole lot of trade. If you want altcoins, you go Lido on a pullback, range low. You go Doge on a range low, Solana on a range low. You go look for
Harry
strength.
Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu for massive spot baggies.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's not full-blown degeneracy mode, right? So a lot of these coins are still just making higher lows. Like, look at Wi-Fi. Like, that's something I'm not going to long. You know, so if I'm taking longs, I'm taking longs on things that are above normal strength. And just because it's gone up doesn't mean it's not going to go up more, you know, because these things that have strength, they're strong. These things that have weakness, like this thing right here, yes, it's fine. It's found a support many years, many times, but the market may drag it up. But at the same time, it's like, one, it's high risk, and two, you're not going to make the best gains on it. So you want to make things, you want to stick to the overperformers, the RLBs, the INJs, shit like that. Look at that. This is a daily chart. People here were scared to buy, thinking it was the end. People here were scared to buy, thinking it was the end. People here were scared to buy, thinking it was the top. 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 Wrong. Wrong. Anyways, let's wrap it up, CZA.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
One. Some very nice alpha drop tonight. Some value, hopefully.
Thanks for your time, and you can thank me for mine.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. Good to be back on the airwaves with you.
Oh yes. See you next Friday.
Yep. All right. Let's make it a regular thing for the